guys, it is Venomoth once again here to present another review. I apologize for the lack of reviews lately due to a Halloween break and other stuff, but I'm back and we're going to be reviewing Sonic Advance 3. So as for the gameplay mechanics, to get into it, you only start out with Sonic and Tails. You have to unlock the others, as you can see here, and there's a partner system. But again, you can only pick Sonic and Tails at the start. Bit of a bummer, but whatever. Now, we start off in a hub world, which isn't very good news for me, because I don't think that works in something such as Sonic Advance. But yeah, it's a mess. I'm not gonna hold back on this one. This game I consider a royal mess of a game. And honestly, I don't want to think that. I honestly wanted to like this game because I liked Sonic Advance, the original, and to a certain extent. I also liked Sonic Advance 2 more than this game, which is sad really, because most other people are like, oh, Sonic Advance 2 sucks, Sonic Advance 3 is so much better. In terms of the gameplay, no. The other two were well better than this. Because here's my gripe with this one. Okay, unlike every other Sonic Advance game, or any Sonic game in general, this one can actually get me lost in its level. Yeah, seriously. They well overdid it with this one. The amount of multiple paths there are, and it's a mess. It really is a freaking mess. You know, I've heard complaints about Sonic CD, and I've played Sonic CD, and I also don't really like that game very much either. Yes, I'm probably going to get a lot of hate mail from the Sonic fan base, but no, I didn't like that game either. But even that was not as bad as this in terms of, you know, getting me lost at its levels. You know how bad, honestly, this has turned into, though, to be fair? I haven't even gotten to the boss fights yet, because I've just not been able to will myself to complete these levels because I get so damn lost in them. So, yeah, that's why I'm not going to be commenting on the boss fights, because honestly, I just haven't fought any of them at all. And that's why you're probably not going to be seeing them in this video either. But I will say this, the concept for Jamel in this game, which is like, you know, the mandatory character to be introduced in of this game, because in every Sonic game they always have to introduce at least one character. You know, Sonic Advance 2 is cream, but whatever, I rest my case. I like Jamel. I thought he should have been in more Sonic games than this one. But then again, it just goes to show you he was one of the best because, well, Sega just decided. Well, I guess not Sega. Sonic Team has just forgotten all about him at this point. Like every other good Sonic character. Mighty the Donatello. But getting back into the gameplay itself, Sonic controls mostly the same that he did in the first two Sonic Advance games. The only difference here, though, I'm not sure if this was the case in Sonic Advance 2, but he seems to have lost his Insta-Shield from the very first Sonic Advance. And that's a disappointment, honestly. That was a very useful ability that could have really helped here, because they really went overboard with the hazards and the enemies here. So I think the Insta-Shield definitely could have worked to Sonic's advantage here. I will say, although I don't like the gameplay all that much now because of the, well, confusing level design and the lack of an instant shield, I will say the graphics and the music are pretty nice. Definitely a lot of detail in the background of these levels. And the music pieces are okay. I definitely like the final boss theme, Non-Aggression, as you can probably tell since it's in my intro. But, I don't know, the rest of this game is just meh. I mean, I honestly thought Sonic Advance 2 was better than this, and everybody hates that game, but I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe because I don't get lost in it as easily as this. But I don't know. I just don't. I don't think I can say anything else. Yeah, the only highlights of this game were the graphics, the music, Jamel, and that's about it. It's just not enough to save this game, unfortunately. That's a shame too. I would have loved to see Jamel make a reappearance in Sonic Generations or something. But I should probably shut up now before I get too much hate mail. Ugh! Me and my inability to speak. Really making these reviews worth watching, aren't they? Well, this is Vanomoth, that Game Boy fan moth thing. I need to work on a nickname. Anyway, and I will be seeing you in my next review, I guess. Later, guys.